So good morning students. The next concept is parameter passing. So what is parameter passing? So first of all, what is a parameter? So a parameter is nothing but an information that can be passed to a method. So what is a method? A method is nothing but it is a block of code. Okay. So now the information that is passed to a method is called as a parameter. Okay. So parameter act as a variable inside the method, and parameters are specified after the method name inside the parenthesis. Okay, already we discussed about methods in C as well as Java. So in the method header declaration, we have a method parameters also. So and after that, so you can add as many parameters as you want. Okay, so it is there is no limit in the parameters, and but they are separated with a comma. Okay, so when a parameter is passed to the method, then it is called as a argument. Okay, so whenever we specify a variable inside the parenthesis of a method, then that is called as a parameter. So whenever we can give a value and pass it to that value to a method, then that value is called as an argument. We'll see here. Let's an example. So class method name. Okay, my method. So static method, that means no need of any uh, object creation here. Okay, so my static void my method string f name. So here f name is nothing but variable name to the method. So string is a data type. So this is a method header, return type, static keyword, return type, method name, variable name, and data type, variable data type, string data we are passing. Okay, so this is about a method declaration and header. So we are printing f name. Okay, with addition of another name also, and public static void main the compulsory method string arguments. So we are calling my method like this also you can call. So it is a static method, since we don't need to create any object here, we can directly call that method by, because both methods, public method and this method is in the same class. This is the way you can call. So without object you can directly call that method. Okay, that is the thing. Because of it is a static method. If it is a normal method, you need to call it by name, object. Okay, so this is about simple program to explain about parameters. So here we are passing values here. Okay, whenever we call in the main method, whenever we call my method, so this is the word we are passing to my method. So once it will go and store here, and it will print like this. Okay, so this is called as a parameter, which is there in the method declaration, that is called as a parameter. So whenever you pass some value to the method calling, so here we are performing method calling. So we are calling this method to here by specifying some value. Okay, this is nothing but argument. This is parameter, this is argument. Okay, so the parameter is nothing but information you need to pass to a method, whereas argument is nothing but a value to the parameter. Okay, so f name is a parameter, so these are the arguments. So you can have any number of arguments. There is no limit, but they are separated with comma. So before we have f name, now we have age also, but they are separated with comma only. Okay. So while passing, as many number of parameters, so you need to consider two things. So while calling, okay. So while passing arguments to that method, this is the method declaration, that is a parameter. While calling that method to here, we have to pass the arguments, right? So while passing, you need to consider two things. One is, so same number of arguments. If two two parameters are there, you need to pass two arguments and the same order. First one is a string, the second one is the integer. Like that only you need to pass, otherwise it may give an error. Okay, so the same number of arguments as well as the same order. So type we need to follow. First one is the string, second one is the integer. Like that you need to follow. Next one, when it comes to the types of parameters, so we have two types. One is formal parameter, the second one is actual parameter. So formal parameter is a variable and its a type as they appear in the prototype of the function method or method. Okay, so this is also called as a prototype. So name of the function, data type, variable name. Okay, this method declaration, prototype, header, whatever you can call. Okay, so here these parameters are called as a formal parameters. These parameters are called as a formal parameters along with where data type as well as the name. These are called as a formal parameters. Okay, when comes to the actual parameters, so these are the variables or expressions corresponding to a formal parameters that appear in the function or a method call. Okay, so how can we call this method? Like this we can call my method, value are passing. Okay, here what you specified here is called as a actual parameters. Okay, so both are parameters, actually both are variables. In the method declaration, those are called as a parameters. Method calling, they are called as a arguments, values. Okay, so I mean in class, we can have a names for them. For here the parameters are called as a formal parameters. Here these are called as a actual parameters. Actual parameters are nothing but arguments. Formal parameters is nothing but parameters only. Okay. So types of parameters: formal, actual. So method declaration, prototype. Then that means along with the data type, these are called as a formal parameters. Method calling, those are called as a actual parameters. So what are the different ways of parameter passing? Okay, so there are there are two ways basically. So before that we need to understand what is a caller or called methods. Okay, so here A is a method. Why? Because we are specifying parenthesis. B is a method, we are specifying parenthesis. Okay, so in the A method we are calling B. Okay, so then A is called as a caller. So actually which method is calling here? So this one is called as a called or callee method. Okay, so we have a two methods, A and B. A calls B, then A is called as a caller. You are making a call to your friend, then you are becoming a caller. Your friend become a called or callee. That is the thing. Okay, so A, B, two methods. A calls B, then A is called caller, B is called called or callee. Okay, so that is the thing. So arguments, which A sends to B are called actual arguments. Okay, whereas parameters of B called as a formal arguments. Okay, so that is the thing. So different methods means we have two basic things. One is call by value or call by pass by value. The second one is call by reference or pass by reference. Two types. So what is a pass by value or call by value? So changes made to formal parameters do not get transmitted back to the caller. Okay, so if you change formal parameters, it won't reflect. Okay, it won't reflect to the caller. So we'll see what is there. So any modification to the formal parameters variable inside the called function or method affect only the separate storage location, will not be reflected in the actual parameter, so in the calling environment. So what we have to understand, we have two parameters, formal parameters, actual parameters. Okay, so formal, any changes made to a formal parameters cannot reflect in the actual parameters. Okay, so formal parameters are nothing but a method declaration, prototype. Actual means method calling. So what are the changes made in at formal parameters will not affect the actual. Okay, So while passing parameters using call by value, copy of original parameters is created and passed to the called function. Okay, we are making a copy and we are passing whatever the changes made at there, so will not reflect back. We'll see one example and you will understand. So any update made inside a method will not affect the original value of a variable in calling function. Okay, so this is a, so changes made to formal parameters will not affect the actual parameters. That is our overall concept. So this method is actually called as a call by value. In Java we have only call by value, okay, not a call by reference. Okay, so start with a C example. So here void interchange is a method and int main is a method. We are calling this method here. Okay, so from the previous example you can take A and B like this. So this is this is B actually, this is A, and into A we are calling B. Okay, this one is called as a caller, this one main is called as a caller, and interchange is called as a called all callee. Okay, so that is the way of pronounce them, I mean calling them, name them. The thing is, so into the main, so we give number 1 equal to 50, number 2 equal to 70. We are passing these two values to this method. So here we are performing swapping. After swapping, so number 1 value become 70, number 2 value become 50, right? And after completion of method calling, we are printing the data number 1 and number 2. So when comes to the output, we have number 1 as a 50, number 2 as a 70 only. But we did swapping in the interchange method. So into the main method we are calling B. So it has to be reflect, right? Okay, but it is not there. So whatever the changes made to the formal parameters, so we are passing number 150, number 2, these are formal, these are actual. So whatever modifications done at the formal parameters like this, that won't reflect in the actual parameters. Okay, this is called as a call by value. So this is about a C example. Okay, so we'll explain diagrammatically call by value. Okay, so this is a method, so where we are passing values. Okay, some statements are there. So what we are doing, so these are the values, method calling value 1, value 2, for example 10 and 12. We are just creating a copy, so of 10 and 20 we are creating a copy and we are passing here. So we can perform some task here, that is okay. Okay, but it won't reflect back here. Okay, so we are just taking copy of values, we are passing here, we are performing something, but we are not getting a values written back. Okay, it won't reflect here. So this is called as a call by value. So in case of call by value, original values is not changed, simply one thing. So if no changes made, then that is called as a call by value. Okay, so class Java example class, we have int data equal to 50 variable, and change is a method where data equal to data plus 100. Main method, we are creating an object for this operation. Of course, yes, in this program we are creating an object for the class, but in the previous program we didn't create any object for the class. By directly we are calling, right? So why? Because it is a static. Okay, so here you can write like my class dot my method. Okay, instead of that you can directly place a my method value. Okay, both are same. So my class dot my method is similar to the alone my method. Why? Because it is a static method of no need of creation any object. Okay, so but here it is not a static method, but here it is not a static method. To call it we need to create an object for this class op. So before changes op dot data. So before changes means before calling a method, we are calling the op.data. Op.data means before change 50 we have to print. Okay, after that we are passing a value, that is a actual argument. So this is a formal argument. This is a formal argument. This is a method prototype we are calling here. Here we are passing actual argument. So op dot change 500 we are passing here. 500 will be appear here. So data equal to 500 plus 100, that is nothing but 600. Okay, so system.out.println after change op.data. So you may imagine it will print the 500, but it is not. So it will print again 50 only. Okay, the till now what we discussed is call by value. Okay, so call by value is nothing but we are passing a value. Call by value is nothing but we are passing a value. So whatever the value passed from the called method, this main is a called method, this is method calling, this is a this is caller method, main is a caller method, this is method calling. So we are going to called method. So here we are passing the value, we perform something but it won't reflect back. Okay, so what the data is not changed, so by passing this value. So initially we have a 50 and after that also we have a 50. Why? Because it will go here, it will perform data modifications but it won't reflect back. So that is about call by value. Okay. So next one, pass by reference or call by reference, that is nothing but aliasing. Okay, so changes the quite opposite to call by value. So changes made to the formal parameters do get transmitted back to the caller through parameter passing. Okay, so that in the same way any changes to the formal parameter are reflected in the actual parameter in the calling environment, as formal parameter receives a reference or a pointer, okay, to the actual data. So simply this method copies the address of an argument. So before what we discussed, so a copy of values can be passed to the method calling. Okay, so pass it to the called method. Okay, so a copy of values can be passed to the called method, but here only address of the arguments will pass it to the formal parameters. Okay, so this means changes made to the parameters affect the original argument. So this method is called as a call by reference. So it is good in both time and space. Okay, it will take less time to perform as well as less space to occupy. Okay, the same C example we'll see. So same interchange, same main method. So we are passing address. So ampersand means address. So in the pointers you understand what is ampersand. Ampersand represents the address of it. So 50 is a value, the name of the variable is num1 and it having some address. Okay, so that address is passing here. So it also receives address, not copying of data, only address. So now the working is happening on the addresses. So that means in your in your college your classrooms are the address for your sections, students. So sometimes for the exam purposes your rooms may change, right? So that is the thing. So address changes, so that's why after method calling we have a change in the data also. Okay, so initially you are at one room, because of exams you may change it to some other room. So in that room only your classes will be going on, right? So that is the thing. So if it is a work on a value it won't reflect, but if it work on a address it will reflect. That is the thing. Okay, so call by reference with a C example only. So A class, B class. In the A class we have a function. We are passing a reference here, object. So for A class, if it is a normal variable, we can define like int A, float B. But what we are trying to declare a variable here, parameter A is nothing but name of the class. Okay, obj. So while creating an object a, what it means, reference variable, we are passing the reference addresses here. Okay, for function, void function is a function, we are passing addresses here, and obj x, obj object kind of x, not int, it is not a primitive data type, it is an object, so we are setting the value 20 here. Okay, so class B main, so we are creating an object for the a class. Okay, new, and a dot x, a dot means within the a class we have a x variable, we are setting a value 10 first initially, so the execution started main only, right? So here we are setting a value 10. Okay, so what will happen here? So a particular address is defined for a dot x, an address is defined, and in that initially 10 value is there. Now the next step, what we are doing, a dot function, we are calling this function. So a dot function, we are passing object only, why we are passing object here? Here the parameter is defined like object only, so that's why we are passing here. Okay, so if it is a normal primitive data type, we can pass x value here, but it is object, so that's why we are passing a value. Okay, so what is meant by passing a value means we are passing address of x variable. Okay, so in the a dot x we have a 10 value, this is the address. So what we are trying to pass, a, that means a reference we are passing. Okay, until you execute the program, this a is called as a reference only, so reference you are passing. Okay, that means address is passing. So once you address pass, obj dot x equal to 20, that means initially x value a dot x equal to 10, but here obj means a only, right? So this is actual, this is a formal, so obj means a x, we are setting 20, so in place of 10 we are replacing 20. Okay, so for obj we are passing this address, and it will having address we are passing here, this is an address for this one. So this is a normal variable where consisting a value and having a address. When we pass this address here, so this address will become a value, and it consisting some other address for the value. Okay, so this is about call by reference. So we are passing the reference address, so it will reflect the original data. Okay, modifications will always reflect the original data. So in case of call by reference, original values is changed if we made changes in the called method. So if we pass an object in place of any primitive value, original value will be changed. Okay, that is only we discussed just now, right? Normal primitive, it won't reflect, it is a reference, it will reflect. Okay, that is the difference. So same example, but the output will be maybe differ. Okay, so initially 50-50, now 150. Why? Because we are passing here op. What is a op? Object of class. Okay, so it also receives object. So op data dot a equal to op dot data plus 100. So 500, it mean here what is the value we passed here? Directly op. Okay, so means 50 only we are passing, so 50 plus 100, that is 150. Okay, so if you pass a normal primitive data, it won't reflect. If you pass an object, it will reflect. Okay, so simply a diagrammatic representation. So original value if changed, then it is called as a call by reference. If original value won't change, that is called as a call by value. So these are the differences. So the what we discussed, that is there in the differences. So call by value and call by reference in Java, what is there in Java? Okay, so generally passing of a data to a method can be done in two ways. One is call by value, one is call by reference. In Java, call by value only there. Okay, in C we have a call by value and call by reference. In C++, call by value and call by reference. But when it comes to the Java, only call by value is there, not call by reference. Okay, so you have to remember always, in Java only we have call by value. That means so when the method when we pass a value to a method, then it is called as call by value. If changes done by the method won't reflect, then it is called as a call by value. Okay, So that's all for the day.